What's up YouTube, how goes it? Today we've got the iPhone 13 Pro and we're doing a full-fledged unboxing and first impression. Oh, by the way, in case you want to see the iPhone 12 unboxing and first impression, that video is coming out very shortly as well, so just feel free to go check out the channel. Now, with everyone craving over the new Sierra blue color, I figured I'd go with a more traditional graphite black color, which is one of the OG or classic colors. Albeit it's been changed, but we're gonna find out what's new with this black color and what's new with the iPhone 13 Pro in general. As always, if you enjoy the content, hit that like button, sub to my channel. Let's get started. Starting off with the unboxing, the very first thing you're going to notice over here, aside from the graphical update for the iPhone 13 Pro, is the fact that there is no longer a plastic wrapper on the new iPhones. I wholeheartedly support this decision. Honestly, once the wrapper came off, it was a total waste and there was no good reason to have it. With that being said, of course, the box looks very similar to the one you found with the iPhone 12 series because, of course, there's no longer a charging brick, so they've made the box look sleeker, but they've also gotten away without the brick, and that remains the case. Now, on the back side again, it looks very much familiar, but you'll notice one key change, and that is the fact that you now have these two pull tabs on either corner of the actual box, and these are a substitute, of course, for the lack of a plastic wrapper. So these pull tabs are also designed to help maybe possibly reduce the chances of having a counterfeit iPhone box, because the actual mechanism to release the box is now located beneath the skin of the box, which again makes it hard to make a counterfeit box. So good job there, Apple, as well, if that is what they were thinking. Now, once you remove the pull tabs themselves on either corner, and they come off pretty fast, the box is now ready to be opened up. As soon as you open that box in that buttery smooth fashion that you're used to, the first thing you're going to notice is the iPhone 13 Pro right up to your face. And my God, that is a massive camera bump. Like, wow. But we'll come back to the iPhone in just a quick minute. Also inside the box, you're going to notice you get your standard paper pouch, the made in California one, or well, designed in California anyway. And once you remove all the stuff, you have your actual pin to eject the SIM tray. You also have the classic Apple sticker, the quick start information, warranty, and all that other regulation information that you're never going to read anyway. Beyond that, Apple was super generous, and yes, you still thankfully do get a Lightning to USB-C charging cable. It is still Lightning, meaning, of course, we're not seeing any USB-C on these new iPhones. Coming back to the iPhone 13 Pro, again, look at the size of that camera bump. Seriously, it is massive. For in contrast, here's the iPhone 12 Pro. This thing looks so much larger than one on last year's 12 Pro. I mean, seriously, of course, this also speaks to the upgrade that we've seen on the cameras with the new iPhones, and we'll actually talk about that in the detailed review that'll come in a couple of days. But again, it is a visible change, and it's probably one of the most prominent ways to tell you're rocking the newer iPhone as opposed to last year's model. You do continue to keep that matte finish that you've seen on the older generations on the Pro series, so that looks really nice. It's also nice because you don't get a lot of fingerprints. Now, the actual stainless steel area or the side of the iPhone continues to be a fingerprint magnet. You can see that it's got a high gloss finish, so I've only held this thing for maybe like a couple of minutes and it's got fingerprints all over the place. The bottom of the phone continues to use a Lightning port. I honestly don't want to entertain this area for too much longer. It's the exact same darn Lightning port we've seen since the iPhone 5. And that's all I need to say over there. Now, on the front side, Apple continues to use the paperback screen protector, which I again like. It's an environmental decision and one I support. Once you remove that, again, in that buttery smooth fashion, here it is. Now, at first glance, the screen of the 13 Pro looks very much like that of the 12 Pro or even the iPhone 12. And you'd be right. But the thing is, the minute you turn this thing on, you instantly notice that smaller notch. Now, it's not gone, granted, but you can actually tell it's smaller. So much so that it looks awkward for the first minute or so. You're like, isn't this supposed to be bigger? Right next to the iPhone 12 Pro, you can tell it's visibly smaller. I definitely appreciate it. You'll also notice that the actual speaker for the headset on the top side is now pushed all the way to the extreme top side of the phone. This is, of course, again, to kind of fit the rest of the Face ID equipment in that smaller notch area. Keeping in mind that I'm saving all the detailed features or the key analysis for my detailed review that's going to come in a couple of days for this phone. Some quick highlights to note include the fact that you now have Pro Motion 120 Hz display on this iPhone. This is of course limited to the Pro displays, but the key difference here is that everything feels twice as fast, more smooth, more polished. iOS is so much more nice to use all of a sudden. And if you're coming from an iPhone 12 Pro or older, you're going to notice the difference both in real life, and if you do a real quick slow motion analysis, again you'll see just how much the 13 Pro has improved in terms of its refresh rate. Aside from that, again, the camera bump is massive, and that's because those cameras have been improved significantly. I'm not going to go into a detailed breakdown during this review again, but I'll tell you this much, especially in the video department, there are some key differences. If you are interested to learn those, stay tuned for my upcoming review. I'll keep you guys posted, and make sure you subscribe so you're the first to know. As always, if you enjoyed this unboxing, hit that like button and sub to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're interested in the iPhone 12 review, that's going to be coming out shortly as well, so stay tuned. See ya!